Just gonna pass.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. We are rocking, we are rolling. And finally we have horizontal
Am I
for
in
once.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, snap.
you'll be working in it, but I'll be in the front for the most part. But there's Kitten Jelly Boutique in the flesh. She's not doing Kitten Jelly Boutiqueries right now. She's doing office managementies. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to work together and cook together, and we're going to be with you guys, answering some questions, having fun on a, well, today is Wednesday. I was about to say Tuesday live, but we did Tuesday live Tuesday. So today's Wednesday. Let's rock and roll. Today is day 210 social from all.
Good job.
Yeah. That's a heart.
Yeah, great. Good job.
Yeah, so day 210, feeling awesome. Weather is getting extremely better. Making those who like summer and enjoy warm weather overzealous and wearing no clothes early. So definitely don't be like those people. Still layer up. I'm still wearing track pants underneath my pants. Just because when I one wheel it sometimes still gets cold. And a little bit breezy underneath. So, but soon enough I'll be back in the shorts. I'm thinking maybe next week I will do a live showing all the paddleboard gear, because we have to go through all that and we have to make sure that all our safety checks are good and clean the boards and clean all the gear. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But today we're going to do some more cooking videos, because you guys have been seeing a lot of my cooking videos and a lot of my basketball videos recently. So I need to make lunch, so why not? Why don't we do that? Alright, so I have pulled out a roast chicken that I'm going to literally season very simply, and I'm going to put into the oven. And I'm going to put some onions and some garlic both inside and in the bottom, possibly. And yeah, I'm gonna just make some rice. I need some rice. And do that, I'll show you the chicken. Clean it up together. Okay. Got a chicken. A whole air chilled chicken. Got that. And then yeah, I'll get the onions, garlic, what? Do it like that. I will actually bring the beets, actually. I'll bring some beets. Alright, so I think we're gonna need like about 2 onions, and I have already minced garlic already in the oil, so I'll use that. I'm gonna put the oven to 375. I'm going to take a knife, kitchen knife, whatever you have. So we're gonna clean our chicken. whether you use lemon juice, whether you use vinegar, whether you use whatever your choice or preference is. We're going to just clean our little chicken off. I'm going to get some salt in there too and some lemon juice and just massage it. Take off your string, because then after you can tuck your legs in underneath after, once you got it. Usually they tie this for people who don't know how to do their chicken, but yeah, I'm just going to put a bunch of salt in this. Okay, a bunch of salt. And also just do have this one still need to go. Lemon. Oh, no more lemon, so we'll use vinegar. That's done. So yeah, just gonna take it over to the sink, massage with cold water, over, and come back. Just right here. Alright. Get some paper towel. I'm just going to dry off the chicken so I can put it here. It's not the biggest chicken, but that's alright. I'm just going to cut off this little butt piece right here because I'm not going to eat that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take out a rack, and then I can season it from the top down. Collecting whatever I need. Alright, so something like this. Alright, so I can take these wings, I can bend them underneath so that they hold. One there, and one there. So now those will stay like that, and they'll cook like that. legs, I'll just do whatever. But yeah, we're going super simple on this one. Just a lot of salt, a lot of pepper, a lot of garlic. Alright, got salt, got pepper, I'm gonna put on my little seasoning deck. A little deck of seasonings I have. You should definitely invest in one if you don't have one, which is just containers that just hold all your seasonings. If you're like, what is that? It's just literally that container that holds different seasonings. Just get that. Throw some of your seasoning inside of the bird, so it can kind of taste a little bit nice inside. Put it in there. And we'll flip it over after and do the same process on the other side. Okay, so this was some keg seasoning. So it's salt, pepper, rock salt, crushed black pepper. I put some onion powder, garlic powder, pretty much the basics. Sprinkle some pie. Onion powder on there. Get the wings and the drumsticks. Sometimes those always lose their seasoning. And then we're going to put some of this. Picked it up at some Canadian Tire. If you live in Canada, Flavor Mate Grillers, roasted garlic and herb. So we're going to put a bunch of this inside, and then we're going to coat the outside. Yeah, and you can just see it's got a lot of dehydrated minced garlic, onion, that kind of flavor going on. So get it all over, don't be shy. And then what we're going to do, going to flip it over. Do the other side. Do a little pat just to keep stuff on. There we go. This is like the intention of this seasoning method is not necessarily to be particularly tricky. It's just put what you got on and make it taste good and throw it in the oven. But yeah, if you haven't done it already, I'd recommend you turning on your oven to, at least 350, 375, something preheating while you're doing this. So we flipped it over, we're going to do the same seasoning on the other side. Salt, pepper. This would be really nice on the smoker or on the charcoal barbecue, but kind of don't have time for that. So it's gonna go in the oven and it'll taste just as good. Alright, so lots of pepper, lots of salt. Okay, so we're gonna put our onion powder, our garlic powder. Beautiful. Garlic powder. Get a nice crust on this when it starts to bake. After, we're going to put a little bit of our keg seasoning. Then after, finish with a bunch of this, as I mentioned, flowers. Got the flowers, roasted garlic and everything. Alright. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys are making for lunch, because I'm going to put some of this chicken inside the oven, and then I'm going to do some quick rice in the rice cooker. All that joy. And all this good stuff that's at the bottom of the pan, we're just going to, once we transfer over into our final pan, we'll use that on the top side. We have a nice crust. Okay, so this pan. Foil paper into a roasting pan. Alright, so we're going to transfer this over here. Back side, front side. Perfect. And as I mentioned, all this good stuff underneath. This good seasoning mix. Take this. Alright. We're going to take this seasoning mix that's here, have a scraper. Scraper. Okay, so another good meal from the Kennedy kitchen. Okay, very good, Denisha. Very good to have you in. Happy Wednesday. Yes, we're going to have some roast chicken. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get the chicken in there. Turn our nice crust. No seasoning is going to waste. And I'll show you guys the view from before we throw it in. So we're gonna throw a couple more accoutrements to this. Okay. So I'll take this little bit of powder, sprinkle over. That's it, that's all. Rinse off our tray. Okay, very cool. So, we got a seasoned chicken. I'll show you guys. Top down. Mighty fine. There you go. Alright. That's how it'll look. And then what we're going to do, so that this doesn't burn, even though we're going to cover it with oil, we're going to put onion, cut it into quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters, and put a couple scoops of garlic, all that George. Alright, so let's grab our onion. This to the side. Bring the knife back. Beautiful. Nice. I'm actually going to throw in a couple pieces of carrot too. Alright, let's see how my peeling skills are with a knife. Let's see, so we have some black on these. So we're just going to cut them all off with our knife. Alright. There. That's enough. And I just want some little bit of pieces in there. Yeah, I'm just taking the blade and the top down, just kind of shaving it. Call that George. Now, if I wanted a carrot soup, maybe I'd actually get a grater. Great to practice your knife skills. Yeah. Just gonna peel down the carrot and scrape it down. Quick. Yeah, the little extras you see that you don't want, just cut it off. We're gonna take the time, but I have to get this in the oven, so we'll just keep on rolling. Put your garbage to the side. That same container that the chicken itself came in, I'm using that beside me as a waste receptacle. So, there you go. Okay, so carrots. I don't even want to do anything crazy with them, but I just want them to be cooked, so they'll all get in half first. All in half. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put about 2 inches. So I actually get some nice carrot pieces. changing as I go, but just rough cut. The onion I'm going to cut a little bit smaller just so it gets in. Okay. And then, as I mentioned, it's going to get sprinkled small pieces around, because the carrot is going to let off moisture, the onion is going to let off moisture, enough moisture so that our bottom won't burn, and also we're going to get a nice little roast chicken gravy jus, if you will. So, shell or onion. There we go. You guys notice there's a slippery skin underneath an onion. Peel that off, because that will do not so good for your knife. You make it want to slide all over the place. So that you can take time to remove. And each layer of onion has that protective layer of film. There you go. And then chain, garbage to the side. Keep the cutting board nice and clean. Yeah, for those who didn't hear earlier, we're just tuning in now, today day 10 of being sober from alcohol. So we're cooking good food, staying sober from alcohol, enjoying the sunshine, rocking and rolling. So, I'm gonna get some of this onion in. And then just scatter them around just so they don't pool up in any one specific spot and you don't get them to cook. Shit. And I'm just going in half once, rotating it. 1, 2, 3 cuts to make it into quarter. Scattering, something like that. The oven is ready to rock. I'm just going to put in the last little bit of the garlic. I'm using this minced garlic here. Minced garlic. If you have it, you can chop garlic. You can do whatever you like. I'm going to put dollops in the 4 corners. 3, 4. And I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to use that for later. For the rice that we're going to use. Sorry, make. And then this is pretty much it. Alright. Garlic, 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 garlic. You guys can do that. It's simple. Season chicken. Put it in foil, pan. Put onion, put carrot, put garlic, so it doesn't burn. And cover it and put it in the oven. Alright. So let's just finish off and cover it. You guys stay. Alright. So the foil. I'm going to kind of be loose with it just because I want that little bit of air so that the crust won't stick. Kind of like a pinch. That's coming up in the middle. Perfect. But still can let a little bit of steam action in. Perfect. So, something like this is what we're working with. Alright? Now to make it easier on yourself, the same pan that we used to season with, we're going to put it back on it, so then we can lift the pan in and out of the oven. Alright, in the oven, go for at least an hour, or until it's done, obviously. Don't want to have no pink chicken out here. So, we're just going to wipe everything down, clean our cutting board, and then I'm going to grab the rice. So as the weather is getting better, as I mentioned, one of the next few videos I'm going to start doing is more one wheel and more paddleboarding videos. So if you guys are interested in board sports, paddleboarding, or one wheeling specifically, let me know in the comments. And or if you guys seen my basketball video from earlier last morning, I think it was like Monday, yeah, it was Monday. I was one wheeling in between like the video, so check that out. Alright, so same thing with this rice. I'm keeping it super simple. I just want it to be super garlicky, super oniony. So I'll show you guys a little bit more knife work. Okay. Okay, so this is just a mat that I can use that keeps things from slipping. You guys are wondering what this is. Okay, so knife again. Get this rice cooker out. Yoink. Okay, rice cooker. Just gonna go over here. And we need to put rice in it. I want to see rice inside here. This is Basmati rice, but to be honest, it doesn't matter to me. I prefer jasmine rice, but I'll eat Basmati rice. I'll eat whatever is in front of me that's starchy. I'm a very skinny guy, so I need to eat lots of stuff. Alright, we're going to wash this rice until it's clear. Cold water. Alright, that's good. Okay, so by the time the chicken is in the oven halfway. This rice should be done, or vice versa. By the time this rice is done, the chicken should be halfway, so we can check them. But I have the rice washed. I have the slow cooker plugged in. I'm going to grab about a half an onion, and I can just take the scoops of garlic, but I would probably put like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, so just for reference. Okay. Doesn't need to be no big onion, like a small onion, because like again, I'm not only going to use probably half of this. Alright. I actually might just throw all this in there. But we're gonna mince it, or put a super fine dice on it as much as we can. Yeah. Learning knife skills from a high school teacher slash chef that was over 300 pounds was quite an interesting experience for me, but I'm very thankful that I learned. He failed me once, so I think that was enough of the kick in the pants for me to do it. So again, once we have a onion cut, you can see how there is a core side and an open side, or a floret side. So we're going to cut in half, just keeping 2 halves. So if I let it go, it won't break apart. Put 1 half down, face it down, because this cut now is leaking out the oils that our eyes do not like. Alright, so once I have it, I'm going to put the floret side facing me, and then I'm going to turn it to my whatever side, and I'm going to turn it to my right. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to make consistent straight cuts inward. Alright, I think I can get about, let's say 4. 1, actually I'm just going to do 3. 2, 3. Alright, so now I turn it back. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts downward. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts downward. Now I have cuts going horizontally, upward, and downward. So now it's literally just dice, and you can choose to make it as small as you want. So we're going to try to put it super small. And there you go. All nice and diced up. And then where you get to the point of your stump or your butt where you have not made cuts, simply pull back, clean yourself up, and look at it, reorientate it. Maybe you only need to put a half cut there, and then turn it again. Being careful to keep your fingers tucked in. And just take your time. Right. One thing I see students and or people doing is rushing with a weapon in their hands. forgetting that they have a weapon in their hands, right? So, perfect. That's the dice. I'll turn the camera on and show you guys. So you guys can see. Here's the dice. Nice and fine. And we started there. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to throw that in there. What I'm also looking to invest in is a harness so that I can actually have a body harness to show you guys what I'm doing, so you guys can see the top down from this way. That'll be the next investment for the arts and crafts media department. So I'm just literally scraping all this onion in. This is just washed basmati rice. Our chicken is going. Okay. Now that we have that there, we can get rid of this for two. Actually, I'll just leave it here now. I'm just going to take still a little bit of the garlic. Don't need a lot of this because, again, this is the minced one that sits in its own oil, so it is quite concentrated. So I'll just put 1 tablespoon with some of that oil. That'll be more than enough. Okay. I'm going to put, as Chef Gordon Ramsay says, a knob of butter inside the rice. It's a little knob. A little knob. Just like that. And because we're not baking, we're not measuring anything. Obviously, you guys have not seen me measure anything. I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to put some oregano. I'm going to put some thyme. If I have it. I don't have the thyme. I'm going to put a little bit of some chili flakes. I don't know, chili flakes and rice, right? Crazy. But that's how we do it in the hood. Alright. And then, as I mentioned, this. I like to put the butter in now, only because instead of putting oil to coat it, I'm going to have the butter slowly melt and immerse in. But after, you can always, like if you season and taste it and you want a little bit more of that buttery taste, you can always melt down some butter, throw that back in after. But great question. I'm also going to sprinkle in some parsley, get the green in there. And then small little bit of salt. I also did put in some unsalted butter. I was about to say balder. Unsalted butter. And some pepper. Call that George. So now I'm just going to take a fork, mix this. You can leave that block of butter, and then after you can kind of centralize it in the middle. Oh, my words are off today. Centralize it in the middle of the mass that you're making, the rice mass, once everything's kind of mixed in. And then you can kind of push it in and then cover some rice over it so it won't float up as much to the top. It does smell very good. Something like this. Just like flatten it up. Alright. So now I'm going to take it back to the sink, cold water. I'm going to stick my finger into the bottom of this, and the measurement is this. You want one of these segments above the bottom of the rice, okay? So I'm going to stick my finger in. I see the measurement. So I'm just going to, and the slower the water is, the better, because if you put the water in when it's super flowing, it's going to push everything around, and then it might throw off your visual. So, you stick that there. Beautiful. Perfect amount of water. Stick it on. Forget it. Now we can just do a quick tidy up. Okay. Put our seasonings away. We don't need those. Make you a breakfast with these?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Four.
Watching.
Alright. It's 4. So I'm gonna make a breakfast for Samara. A small, well, it's lunch, but make a little lunch. And with this onion, because she loves onion, I'm gonna just use that. But we're gonna do the same thing we just did. We're gonna mince the other side. So all this, I'm going to think of what I'm going to do, because I've got some cheddar jalapeno scones. They're very small, square, but very tasty. Thinking what I'm going to do with those. Turn into a little breakfast pocket, possibly. Alright, there you go. Minced. Again, my hands are not cut. Alright, I'm protecting my fingers at all times. Alright, fingers are crucial to holding and cutting of knives. So, what we'll do is, we're going to move you guys. I'm pretty much charged up. How's you guys charging? But I'm going to switch you guys over here, so that you guys can see what we're working with. This. There. Alright, I'll have you guys see here. Coolio. This light, right? Alright, so we're going to make some more breakfast. Okay. Alright, so let's get some eggs. There's a little bit of garbage container there. Little T-foul action. Alright. Put on high. Okay, so another normal button. 3 eggs. I'm gonna do like a hard scramble on these ones. Last time I did soft scramble for her, I'm gonna do hard scramble. So we're gonna have color. Color means flavor. I just got some unsalted butter in a pan. I have some minced onion. Onion in. It's light saute. We need to get our eggs in something. Just like that, it's pretty much already browned. Throw your garlic in. Garlic in. I like to use a rubber spatula. Grab a rubber spatula. From here, it's pretty much brown. Don't burn that. Take it off the heat. Like, you can slide it off the heat when you're doing multiple things, if you can't turn off the burner. Okay, break through yolks. Scramble through yolks. Throw 3 yolks in. Immediately bring everything in. Turn the heat down to half. And kind of like let it make its own thing, but still let it burn. Kind of smells similar to the garlic and onion fried rice smell. And I'm not even really flipping it, but I'm more just turning it as I'm scooping it because it's still kind of brown at the bottom. Now once I want to break it up, then I can actually get it incorporated. There we go. Get off the heat. Salt and pepper. Parsley.
nice into a little bowl or plate or whatever you're feeling that day. I'm gonna go with this bowl right here. And I'm using a rubber spatula so I can scrape everything. Obviously this didn't take me more than 5 minutes. Okay. Minced onion and garlic, hard scrambled eggs. The same pan, put it back on. Take your scones, take your bread, take your whatever. Scone, very small, very petite. Actually, I thought I was going to cut them. Just going to warm them up right in the pan right there. Four scones. Actually, I'm going to cut them. Bread knife right here. So as they warm up, I'm just going to. Yeah, they're nice and dense. And they got like actual cheese in them. They're very nice. And then you just kind of add them back to your pan and use the residual heat to toast whatever bread that you're using. There you go. Something like that. Alright. Alright, so just rotate these. Nice. So what we're now going to do, take a little plate. See these like toasting up nice. Tablespoon. Couple of these down. Slide it off the heat, turn the heat off. And then you can come with your egg mixture. See, we have them all on a plate like this. Come with your egg mixture. And then just put egg on top of them. And now you got little egg bites. So while your partner is working with you at home and you have free time, you can kind of chef up something for them. Make it look pretty, make it smell pretty, make it taste pretty, obviously. We're not done yet, though. For those who are lactose intolerant but love to ruin their bowels by eating cheese, we got you covered. I think someone's laughing in the background because they know what I'm talking about. So, like, if you know what I'm talking about, you like cheese but you're lactose intolerant. Old, sharp, white cheddar is your key to success. Eat as much as you want of it, no problem. but Old White Sharp. By its, how it's actually created is in nature, lactose. So, just for you guys. And just throw some grated cheddar on each one. Beautiful. This is a breakfast for champions right here. Okay. So now just take this plate, stick it in the oven, because you already have your chicken in the oven and it's already heating. You don't need it in there for long. Alright, gives me just enough time to cover this all up. Just a little bit of egg in here. Mostly onion and garlic, but I'll take it. Flavor is exactly where I wanted it to be. Another thing, taste everything that you cook and or give to somebody. Yesterday, students were making creme anglaise, which is like basically a custard, and at the bottom it's supposed to have like a kind of caramel, or creme caramel, whatever. And her custard was really good. She offered it to me. Oh, I thought it was a kind gesture, but I asked her if she tasted it. She said no. And then her next response was, "Would you believe me if I told you I was lactose intolerant?" And then I asked her, "Did you make a lactose version of this?" "Oh no, that's not what the recipe asked for." But anyways, I just told her, "No, don't worry, I'll taste it." But she had even inquired to say her chef, or whatever chef, said it tastes good, but that's not my flavor. I tasted it. As I mentioned, the creme anglaise was good, but as soon as you get down to the caramel part, and I described this to her, it tasted like the burnt part of a marshmallow. Like when you roast a marshmallow, but you know when it goes from being roasted to burnt, that taste in it. And like it's a very particular taste. And it's not to offend anyone, but it's so I can be very specific and visual, right? And she was like super apologetic, but no, I think the lesson is just taste everything before you serve it. So that's the key. But yeah, we're done. So that's enough time for our cheese to have melted and gotten nice and bubbly and creamy. That plate is ripping hot, just like Samar likes it. Let me know in the comments if you guys like having like smoldering hot food, like touch your tongue and oh God. If you like it like that, let me know in the comments, because Samar likes it like that. Yeah, it's like there's so much food right to the plate, I can't even pick this up with a glove. Murphy Johnson. Alright, that's what it looks like. Melted goodness right there. Oopster. Yeah, melted goodness. Yeah. Gonna be the sample. The lactose, 3 eggs, minced onion, garlic, on a Jalapeño-Cheddar Scone. Alright, and then we'll take a look at our chicken. Yeah. our rice is pretty much rotten and rolling. So. Yeah, we'll look at our chicken. She actually asked me, she's like, "Should I eat it?" We make food that we eat. So let's see what. Yeah? A little toasty, a little toast. Yeah, that's for you to wait for fast and to make it to dinner.
You want to eat one?
I don't have one to try. Sure.
It's good.
I'm taking this up. Let's see if I'm rocking and rolling good. Alright. Got enough of it? Only they made it like 4 times the size. So it'd be like a ciabatta size. But it has a bun.
Burger.
And it's more like shortbread. That's how that tastes, but that's that.
No shells.
Pet peeve for Samara, shells in eggs.
I love eggs, but I can't stand shells. I only trust certain people with my eggs.
So I feel very blessed. Like, I'll put it in front of her and she won't pick through it. Maybe just a little bit more pepper.
Very good.
Just a little bit more pepper. Nothing good. You have water? Okay. So yeah, let's check our chicken. Our rice is pretty much almost done. Take a little gandy. Nice. Beautiful. Come on right where we want to. For inspection purposes. Come along slowly. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little touch of water there, a little touch of water there. I like my gravy, I like my juice, because with the amount of rice that I consume, just having lots of gravy is always good. So if you cook for me, please, gravy. Gravy. But not much. Only a ramekin, which is, this is like, I don't know, not even 10 milliliters. And then kind of like pour it into the garlic so it can kind of spread and disperse. And then to add even a little kicker more, I still have one busted out. I'm going to take a little piece of a bouillon cube and throw that in there. Not a whole one, just a piece. Or some crumbs of each. And some flakes. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Like half of a bouillon cube. I think that's what works. Beautiful. I'll put one more thing of that water. That's perfect. And then I can use this other half for later. It's also a good hack if you throw it in your rice. Rice cooker rice. Hack it. But you kind of eat it. Good. Yeah, just throw your foil back on top. Keep letting it go, getting nice, getting pretty. Making pretty things today. Beautiful Wednesday. Okay. Got some fruits that I'm going to take to work too. We're going to have a pretty nice lunch. What do you eat with it?
Pardon?
What do you eat with it?
With my,
With your chicken?
right.
I don't have salad, so do you need to the table?
No, it's okay, I'll have rice in the morning. I'll have salad for dinner then.
Yeah, what I'm going to do once it's done, I'm going to cut it in half. You're going to do a half, and I'm going to cut it into quarters. So that
Okay.
you'll have 2 quarters to make 2 meals. I'm going to have the 2 quarters to make 2 meals.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so our rice is pretty much done. I'm going to wash a couple of these dishes. In the meantime, tidy up. You can see some more, snack, and eat the goodness.
Stuff my face with food.
There we go. There we go. That's great. Oh, he's probably. Okay. So yeah, let me know in the comments what are some foods that you would like to see me cook more of. Like, do you guys really like the cheesecake situations that I've been doing recently? Do you guys want to see more flavors of that? Do you guys want to see more? I don't eat seafood because I have a seafood allergy, but I can cook it very well. So if you guys want to see some seafood recipes, let me know about that. Or like, I don't know. We can go as like far as to like, yeah, salad dressings and things of this nature. I know how to make a pretty slamming Caesar salad dressing. Yeah, anything that has to do with food I love, so let me know in the comments. Definitely also check out some of the other videos and hit that like and subscribe button. Well, the rice is pretty much done now. Yep, it's done. So I'm just going to take a fork and I'm going to fluff it up.
Maybe one more?
No, you go ahead, go ahead.
Sure?
Yep.
What do you want?
No. There's 8 pieces, and I ate 2. I know as soon as, because yeah, yesterday I ate a half a cantaloupe and a half a honeydew. Today I will eat the other half a cantaloupe, another half a honeydew, and then a half a chicken, and like at least, I don't know, a liter of rice.
I'll see.
Actually, no, 500 milliliters of rice I could eat. A liter seemed like a lot. I'd have to have more protein and gravy to make it happen. Yeah, we just pretty much washed all our dishes, so we can kind of clean as we go. Alright. So yeah, our rice is done. So we can check this, pull this out. Steamy. Fork. Fork the sides because I tend to notice that all your seasonings will go to the sides, so kind of bring them in as you scrape and fork the middle. Can't really get everything because I usually fill this thing. I think I have a very small rice cooker for the amount of rice that I eat. But I also don't eat rice on a daily basis, like some do. Beautiful. Not as fuck, but beautiful. Then, like I had said from before, taste test, just take it over the stove. Always take it over the sink. It's hot, but it is cooked. Got rid of the cooker. This is where now I'm going to turn the oven, which has been at 375 for this entire time, up to 400. I really want those juices to start working. I'm going to take that foil off in about 5 minutes. Perfect. No, I was just going to take the plate out of your hand.
Oh.
And now drink some water. Drink water, guys. Drink water. Hydration time. Yeah. Drink some water. Water. Definitely drink at least a liter a day. And if anyone is curious, I was born in 1991. My parents were not rich and/or are still not rich, so we drank tap water like, all the time. So I'm drinking tap water. Maybe that's why I'm so tall and I have such a astute, skinny, slender figure because of all the damn Brampton tap water my black ass is drinking. That's funny. But yeah, so for my lunch, just gonna make some rice, some chicken, bunch of gravy, the onion, the garlic, the carrots. I have a half of a cantaloupe and a half of a honeydew. And then at work, I always try to find some kind of snack-related thing, something like baked. Like yesterday, they had these super amazing, they're muffins, but they're like shortbread, cornbread muffins that are berry filled, and they have
like the crumble on top. If anyone has had crumble, but like on berry related ones, not the apple crumble, like that's more crispy, but this one is essentially just brown sugar, nutmeg, yeah, butter, oats. It's really good. So we're gonna definitely have some more of those if I can get them. And then tomorrow I'm off. So I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna get up to tomorrow. Hopefully, if it's another bright day, we can go down by the water, get the bikes, and or get on the water, paddleboard. And then Friday, morning basketball. Definitely tune in for that. You guys have been super amazing tuning into that. But yeah, this Sunday, I believe, is Mother's Day. So there's no, it's just temperature. It's not this Sunday. It's Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday. So I don't think there's guys are doing basketball, which is fine. Can probably use something super casual. Church Saturday, so looking forward to that. Last Saturday for Sabbath, Samar and I did like the Oreo cheesecake bites with the 2 test Oreo cheesecakes that we did on the video, and those went like hotcakes, literally. Everyone and their mother wanted that one and an extra piece, so I was super glad with that. And then me and her built 2 really nice round, I think it was 30-inch round, yeah, 30-inch round fruit platters, like full shebang and everything. It weighed at least like, I don't know, 8 to 10 pounds, it felt like when we were carrying them out. But yeah, everyone loved those. Pictures were great. And yeah, the speaker that came, Mike James, is super awesome. He's got a lot of charisma and energy, so I felt it. I was saying, he's the type of guy that if he did finger guns to you, you'd feel like you're about to get a shot with an actual bullet that comes out of his finger. He's got so much energy. But great sermon, a lot of good words talking about life after death. So there's a lot of good resonance on there. And then Samar was doing Sabbath school with the kids, and I get to have fun kind of helping and overseeing as much as I can try to help. She's the teacher, and or Denisha's teacher. But it's nice to, sometimes, especially with the boys who are sometimes unruly, be that positive mentor. That's like, absolutely not, young man. Absolutely not. Well, yeah, we're just waiting for the, not lunch, but dinner to be made. We're going to probably end it off there. I have a little bit more time in my afternoon, so I'm going to get ready. I have to leave for work, and then, yeah, we will be reconvening soon. So I'll update the picture that you guys see for this video once this finishes with the actual finished product. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the afternoon and evening, and we'll see you guys again. Check those videos out, like and subscribe.